Yep, I can flip cards. You're good.
Oh, that's smart.
All right, for James Madison, we have head coach Sean O'Regan, as well as junior forward Tasia Butler, senior guard Precious Hall, and freshman guard Lexi Barrier. Sean, if you could start with the statement, and we'll open questions for everyone.
Good. I thought a really special defensive effort from us tonight. Holding them to single-digit quarters is a first for me. But I thought that's what we've been talking about all the time, is let our defense control everything else, and we did a good job of that tonight. We had really good energy. I thought good discipline, and that dictated everything else that we got to. So proud of some of their individual offensive efforts, but as a whole, I think we can win a championship defending like that.
Tage, I mean, I guess I'll add a little bit on the defense, particularly since the shots weren't really falling for you guys. How important was the defense, particularly early in this game?
Our defense definitely sets the tone for our offense. And today, our offense wasn't really hitting for us, but if we get stops, then it really capitalizes on those possessions where we need to make buckets.
I mean, Lex, is that sort of the chair and the timeout that, don't really worry about the offense. The shots are going to fall. We're a good offensive team. Just hunker down defensively?
Yeah. Pretty much the whole game, the mindset was to just keep our defense with the same intensity it was, so the offense would come.
Coach, you said you could win a championship with a defensive effort like that. Can you win one with an offensive effort?
Well, if we hold everybody to 27, Vicky, I think we'll win. No, I don't think we can win with an offensive effort like that, but I don't think we're going to have too many more offensive efforts like that. So, I think this group is extremely talented, and we can have a game where we don't shoot it great, but I don't think you're going to have too many of those, I should say.
Lexi, you guys were 0 of 9. 0 of 9 from 3 until you hit your 3. Can you take us through that play and kind of what it meant for the team to finally have one of those go in?
I don't know. I didn't really think about it like that. Just our mindset pretty much is to just keep shooting regardless, because eventually they're going to fall. So I think once we hit that, it was just keeping the momentum going.
Sean, we talked a lot about yesterday about making you were confident they were going to have the bounce. It was about executing the game plan from the start. Were you happy with how they were able to maybe keep that energy under control early?
Yeah, I thought we just missed a couple shots that we usually make because of that extra, the extra just being a tournament and all the fanfare around here. But the defensive execution was right on, and I thought we rarely gave them anything uncontested at all. And again, a good job on the glass. Could have been a little bit better, but a good job on the glass, solid enough.
P, I think that the common theme so far the first 3 games is the team that's won has come out and played some stellar defense in the first quarter. How important is it on quarterfinal stage to come out and really set the tone defensively and kind of let your legs warm up a little bit on offense?
I think that's the whole thing for the first game, is to get the jitters out. Everyone has that, one win under their belt now. And it's always to go out there and send a message. We got teams in the crowd watching us, so we want them to see who James Madison is and come out and get them from the jump.
Sean, you got to play a lot of different players tonight and keep the minutes down, I guess, a little bit. How important is that kind of 3 games in 3 days?
It could be really beneficial for us. And looking at them, it's pretty widespread. Who Kamaya with 26 led, but it could be beneficial. What I've told them is that it doesn't matter. I could play them all 40 minutes, and no one's going to feel sorry for you. So get some rest, get some fluids in your system, and we got 2 more games to win.
Sean, obviously you were able to get Devin in there in the last 3 minutes. What did you see out of her in her first action in 8 weeks? It feels like.
She was happy, boy. She was really happy. No, it was nice to see her out there. I thought she's one of those kids that just can't turn it off. She's chasing down the loose ball up towards half court. I thought she posted hard, and of course she steps up and knocks down a 17-footer. But that's kind of her personality. It's like, go run through that wall, Devin. She says, okay. She doesn't even ask anything about the wall. She just runs right through it.
For all 3 players, we'll start with Tage. obviously offensively only shooting 32% today. What wasn't going right for you guys on offense today?
I don't think we really focus on what's not right. It's definitely what Lexi said earlier. Just keep shooting. Our mindset is always to keep shooting. It will eventually fall. Never to hesitate.
Yeah, I don't really think there was any specific thing that made our shots not fall. I think we just had to get in the flow of the game, so it eventually fell.
Can you repeat the question again?
Shooting 33%, I think this actually might be your worst offensive performance of the season. I'm just curious, kind of what if you saw anything that wasn't necessarily going right for you guys on that end of the floor.
No, I think we got like all the shots that we were looking for. You know, a lot of us miss shots that we usually don't miss. I know I missed a couple shots that I know I usually make. Amber's ball, like her layups are going in and out, Lexi's threes are going in and out, and you know, like we said, like we look at each other like, yo, my shot like felt good right there, and you know, we're just like, you know, you keep shooting those and we know they're going. For
anybody that would want to answer, you know, this is a historic defensive performance. I mean, fewest points ever scored in a CAA tournament game. Worst field goal percentage ever shot by a team. What does that mean to you guys to be able to come out in the first game of this tournament at home and send that strong of a message by playing record-setting defense?
I'll take it if anybody minds. You guys want it? You guys are chomping at the bit. I don't know. The meaning to me stays all with us, and it's again, you play as hard as you can, and the results come where they fall. You know, and so. Were we trying to hold them to 27? You know, we're just trying to play as good a defense as we can play, and chips fall where they may. But that's neat. It's a neat statistic.
Coach, you said Tuesday that the semifinal round is always the toughest to coach through and get through. After what you saw today on the floor, both defensively and offensively from your team, how much better do you feel going into tomorrow?
No, I feel good. I would actually, if we had scored 85 points and shot it really well, you know, I'd be like, all right, we're probably not going to do that tomorrow. I think it's the opposite now. I think we'll catch fire at some point. You know, and I think the semis game is a little bit tougher because the championship game is a championship. It's one and done, and everybody gets pumped up for it. But semi game, you got to be able to do the things that got you there, which is the defensive execution. And I think it's going to be good for us that we didn't have heavy minutes. But again, it's about toughness and grit right now, and finding a way to get it done.
Last question.
I was Sean, I mean, similar to the question I asked P. I mean, what is it about the defensive end that seems like the teams that have won today? It started with them, and with the defensive end, it's sort of helping them kind of get going a little bit on offense, even.
Yeah, I mean, I think most teams, you know, in the preseason, they focus on defense because you don't always know what the other team's going to run. And I think you had 10 teams have a week, you know, 9 days, and that's what we can focus on. We didn't know who we were playing until yesterday. So, you know, we focused on we threw a lot of different stuff at them. We threw staggers at them. We threw scissors at them. We threw everything at them. And again, that's what I think most coaches preach is being able to control what you can, which is your defensive effort, or, you know, being in the right spot defensively, things like that. You can't always control your shots, and I think if you got 10 coaches, you know, going at that, hopefully that message is getting across somewhere.
All right, thanks.